did each of you first get into jazz? John Williamson.
Well, I played the trombone and the double bass mostly classically. Then, I heard a scratchy Louis Armstrong record, and I loved the sound of Trummy Young on his trombone. So I started doing a bad Trummy Young impression when I was at university to earn some money in a jazz band. But my moment of epiphany came when I bought a second-hand record. I liked the cover, Hank Mobley's Soul Station, and the first track on that record, Remember, still think today is one of the great jazz tracks of all time, and that was my moment of epiphany, basically.
John Cumming.
Well, I grew up when trad jazz was popular music in the days of Ball, Barbara and Bilk. That's where I first started to hear the music, but by happy coincidence, in retrospect, one of my father's best friends from school was a banker, and who was a jazz fan, and he realised that I was listening to this and started to give me tips on who else to listen to. And fortunately, he lived in London, so it meant that I had a billet to go in as a teenager, and it meant that I started to hear music in London, hear jazz in London. I think the first big switch for me, in a sense, was going to see Jerry Mulligan and John Dankworth at the Royal Festival Hall in 1963, and that was a massive inspiration, I guess.